करना पड़ेगा।
मैंने आपके लिए कभी भी डांस भी ट्राई करा।
Sometimes my husband cook, and we really do try to make it the way our moms did, like out of memory. People invite us to dinner, and I'm like,
If for a sec, if you want to
yeah.
That's the piece. करना पड़ेगा।
मैंने आपके लिए कभी भी डांस भी ट्राई करा।
Can you take a photo?
स्टार स्पोर्ट्स आई थी।
Okay.
अनुष्का जी हम लोग को चलो गाइस थैंक यू गाइस थैंक यू अनुष्का जी अनुष्का मैम हमको भी आप मिलते नहीं हो अनुष्का जब वहाँ यहाँ पे एक बार हाउस पेंटिंग को
Thank you so much. Thank you.
यहाँ से अनुष्का पूरा मंथ लेना है for a sec, if you want to
Happy Meal, which is for me, I love a Bengal aloo sabzi made like Chettinad style with a ragi roti. I broadly eat it every week. I think it's comfort food for me as well. Anything that my mom has made when we were growing up. Well, you know, I must address this. We've eaten a lot in each other's homes actually, me and Sneha, because we went to the same college. So a lot of the things your mom made, but let me be. Onam's coming up, guys. You're invited. But I think one thing that I always go back, even now, when you know, not feeling great, and it's instant pick me up, is dal, chawal, and suki aloo ki sabzi. It's like I want one plate right now. Love it. The things our moms did, then we will not be passing down these recipes, you know. Sometimes I cook, sometimes my husband cook, and we really do try to make it the way our moms did, like out of memory. I mean, I cheat a little bit. I call my mom also and ask her for recipes. But I think it's so important, you know, because I don't know. It's like you're passing on something to your children. You know, it's as important as I don't know, giving them something from your wedding, according to me. You know, which they will pass on to their kids. So I think it's sweet like that. Yeah. On that note, I feel. I think generally I like to eat chia seeds because you can do it in so many ways. You know, you can really explore that ingredient. Quinoa is one thing. My baby boy, he's just started solids, so you know, introducing healthy options like these. At the moment, that's what I'm really invested in as a mom. But yeah, personally, I like eating quinoa, I like eating chia seeds, I like eating foxtail millet. And the region that my mom comes from, which is Garhwal, we eat a lot of millets there. So I think generally also, Madhwa and Kotu, what's they call it, Ragi. So yeah, millets for you. You still do? Oh yeah. I think it just started out of convenience because my daughter ate dinner early, so she would eat her dinner by around 5:30. She sleeps early. And I just thought, most of the time it was just her and me at home. I was like, you know, what am I going to do? Might as well just eat now. And I started to see the benefit that came out of it, which was I slept better, I felt fresher in the morning, there's brain fog. So yeah, I think that's one thing that I do. It works for me. I'm not just, I didn't read it somewhere and start following it. Like I said, it came out of convenience. Let's just eat together, shut kitchen. And now it's something the entire family does. Sometimes kids, they're doing it right. Sleeping on time, waking up early. It works for everyone. Yeah, just be pure. I think that's what you should just follow. But do you have a healthy habit? gain that benefit. This is off script, guys, but are you left with friends by the end of this? No. So that's one thing. You have to sacrifice. I had that discussion with Masaba. Like, I'm like, you know, I can only hang out with people who also do the same. And that's very few people. So social life, you can just forget about. Like, people invite us to dinner, and I'm like, you're probably eating your snack at the time that you're going to be having our dinner. So on some days, obviously, occasionally, you have to let it go. Otherwise, people will hate you. But it really works. You look like you have some healthy habits, Uma. These guys? Yes. With my kids, I am quite particular about routines. At least in our situation, I feel like my kids, they have a lot of changes in their life. You know, we travel a lot. So if I maintain the same routine for them, I'm giving them a sense of routine. Yeah, not routine, just also like some sort of control in their own life. Comfort, yeah. Yeah, because no matter where we are, we're eating at that time, they're going to bed at a certain time. So I think it really helps them regulate themselves better. So yes, meal times are fixed, and yeah.
How would you describe yourself as a mother? Like he mentioned, he got called out for being a helicopter parent. How would you describe yourself?
Usually people describe you as a parent, no? Rather than, isn't it? I think you were usually, I mean, I don't know, what do I think? Look, I think I'm very chill, but I don't think a lot of people would think I'm chill because, you know, my kids are sleeping at like 7:30 and eating dinner early. I don't know, a lot of, like, sometimes the play dates are, you know, not working out because of different schedules. So, you know, some might think that's being kind of strict, but in other ways, I'm like, no, stop and like smell flowers and, you know, just like look at the sky, like look out of the window, you know, like, I'm that parent also. So I want them to have like the whole experience of life and just give them, like I said, like for me, I feel like the routine is important because we travel so much. Other than that, just I follow my daughter's lead. I feel like kids tell you so much. You know? Even this routine, honestly, she started sleeping at this time when she was a baby, and I just went with it. And kids will give you cues, so I just follow her cues. Like I think they are giving you information all the time. You just have to have that space in your life to be able to accommodate that and kind of, you know, go with it. Sometimes you can't because of, you know, other restrictions, but I've always tried to do that and it works really well for us as a family. But you know, each family is different, all kids are different and everyone has their own ways of doing things.
But that's such a beautiful thing to say, to just...
In my case, I feel like my daughter's still very young. And I don't think I can teach her anything. It's pretty similar to what you guys said. It's how we lead our life. Are we showing gratitude in our everyday lives? Are we showing gratitude towards the people who are helping us? Are we grateful for the things we have? Do we think this is enough? Like, are we showing that as a way of example? And she'll pick on that. I don't think you can sit down and teach her gratitude. I think that comes from a very egoic space of like, I'm going to teach you gratitude. You learn to have gratitude and then your kids follow through. I do think that kids are just perfect, just the way they're born and just the way they are, and we don't really have to like build them. It's like it's a very selfish space to say that from, you know, I'm going to do this with my kid. You just have to enjoy their childhood, and yes, of course, if you see them ever showing disrespect, and they're not really showing disrespect, they're just being kids, you can always gently guide them, you know, but leading by example, I feel, is the only way in which they will really soak things from their environment.
Absolutely. I've just become all the more conscious of the small things.
We are not perfect parents. Like, we will complain about things, and then it's okay to admit it to them also. You know what, Mama just complained about this, and that's not right. So they know that even you're flawed. You know, imagine like kids having to live up to like, oh, my parents are like. So I feel like even owning your mistakes in front of your bad days.
Yeah. Or your bad days.
Yeah.
when I first had a kid and I got back to work, my boss then much
not as wide as ours. But I think the one thing that my parents did very naturally, and I think it's also because I come from an army background, we lived a very disciplined life. Not like how you imagine like a military home to be, but very naturally routines and for example, if we were being very finicky on the table and we don't want to eat something, our dad was like not shouting at us, nothing. He just said, you know what, you don't have to eat, please leave, but when you're hungry, that's what you're going to get. And I think these things are important because then we valued what our parents were doing for us, you know, and it really has made me appreciate things a lot. Otherwise, I feel like I wouldn't have been able to add, I mean, hopefully I'm doing that, I wouldn't have been able to give that to my kids. So yeah, I think the routines, the discipline and appreciation for what you have.
How do you manage to feed your kids healthy foods? Okay, and my question to you is, how do you manage to feed your kids healthy foods? I mean, sometimes it happens, we always have to see the difference with their, it's a balance with their habits and the convenience.
Like with their habits and like sometimes when they really want to like eat ice cream or like these things. Yeah, this was a hard one, you know, because if your kid is 2 and if it's your firstborn, it's kind of easier because they haven't been to that many birthday parties. They don't know that cakes exist and there's pizza in the world and you know all of these things. So you created a nice little bubble for them. You're fooling them well, and you're like, yeah, this is what it is. And then they start seeing that, oh wait a minute, what has this woman not been showing me? There's this and that. So I'm going through that with my daughter, and I think the only way I've kind of managed to, and I'm still trying, is that I do explain it to her. I tell her that, you know, there are some foods that give us, like all foods give us energy so that you can play, you can do this, you can do that, and some foods give it to us very quickly and then we have no energy left to do other things, and other foods give us energy in a way that, you know, we can keep playing, we can keep, I mean, I make it sound more interesting than I'm telling you guys right now. but I feel like she doesn't buy it most of the time, like she's like, whatever, just give it. But I do fix days, like I tell her, okay, you can have it over the weekend, or you can have it when we go there. And I make it a big deal when we're doing that. For example, I took her to an ice cream museum because she loves ice creams, like loves, obsessed. So I took her to the ice cream museum and I'm like, you know what, eat as much as you want. And she didn't eat that much. So I feel like when you inculcate the right kind of habits in the beginning, they don't like stuff themselves up with like 10 ice creams. She must have had like 2, maybe 2 and a quarter, and then she was like, I'm done. So I just pick days and give a very lengthy explanation, which I try to make it fun. I bring out my actress. Thank you. Thank you so much, and thank you to the 4 of you here.
We did it all on our own. So thank you to each mom for being there.
हम लोग नीचे खड़े रहो। अरे चलो पीछे चलो पीछे चलो। कैसा चलेगा? सर खड़ा रहते रहने दो, बाद में निकल जाएंगे। बाद में निकल जाएंगे। अरे भाई आप मोबाइल आगे मत मैडम अनुष्का जी सेंटर मैम सेंटर अनुष्का जी लेफ्ट मैडम इकडे इकडे समोर जरा पाठी बोला अनुष्का सेंटर मैम सेंटर अनुष्का जी यहाँ पे दादा साइड हो जाओ मैम सेंटर मैम अनुष्का जी सेंटर मैडम इकडे 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 समोर मैडम सेंटर मैम सेंटर मैम डाउन मैम सेंटर चला बढ़िया ये जरा प्रथम काम रे थांब बाबा अनुष्का जी यहां पे अनुष्का जी इधर मैम इधर मैम सेंटर मैडम यहां पे मैडम यहां नहीं देखा अनुष्का मैम चलो मैडम प्लीज लाइट बंद करो ना लाइट बंद करो चले पीछे हो जाओ भाई पानी है स्लिप हो जाएगा उनका हिल है प्लीज यार बस आता जरा साइडला आहे जरा जाऊ दे साइडला थोडं साइडला आहे थोड़ा बाकी के ना जाऊ दे जागा इकडे जागा एंट्री देतो यार थोड़ा एंट्री अनुष्का अनुष्का मैम अनुष्का मैम यहाँ पे इधर मैम सेंटर अनुष्का मैम यहाँ पे अनुष्का मैम सेंटर अनुष्का मैम
नूडल बार
अनुष्का मैम यहाँ पे अनुष्का मैम अनुष्का मैम नीचे अनुष्का मैम सामने अनुष्का क्या रहे गड़बड़ हो जाएगा ईशा नूडल